Hi, and welcome to a brand new episode of ET Market Trap, a show where every Friday we discuss about what's happening in the markets this week and what's gonna happen next week and all the possible strategies we can follow. I'm Neha Vashisht Mahajan, and today I'm here with Mr. Kranthi Bathini. He's the equity strategist at Wealth Mills Securities. Thank you so much, Mr. Kranthi, for taking out time and joining us today on ET Market Trap.
Thanks, Neha. Thanks for inviting me on your show. It's always my pleasure to share my market views with you and with all the viewers of ET Markets.
Great. So let's quickly start our session for today, and let's start with what is happening in the markets right now. If I see the situation for right now, the markets are well around 76,000 odd levels in terms of Sensex, and if we talk about Nifty is around 23,180 levels. Now we have seen a lot of ups and downs this week as well. So can you please sum it up in terms of what is happening in the markets right now?
Yeah, Neha, markets are going through a roller coaster ride. That's what we have been witnessing in this new year. Some days positive and also some kind of mild recoveries do come in the market. But markets
Hmm.
are in a narrative that is uh, buy on dips and sell on rallies kind of a market at this point we are in. But what we can sense at this point of time is markets are trading in a very close, narrow band at this point of time and in the week during the week it looked like market is breaking the range of that 23,000 level, which is very important in terms of the sentiment as well as the technical levels of the market,
Hmm.
but could able to sustain above 23,000 level. Okay, that's very crucial for the market for the medium to short term direction of the market is concerned. So
Okay.
the one key concern at this point of time is the unprecedented selling by the foreign portfolio investors. They have been the net
Hmm.
sellers every trading day, and also the rupee depreciation, rupee at a all-time low right now. Okay, this is also
Yeah.
one of the concern for the as the economy is concerned. Uh,
Hmm.
and thanks to the domestic liquidity, because of the DIS outpouring of the liquidity, only we could able to sustain these levels. Otherwise, if the
Hmm.
DIA liquidity is not there, market would have been in a case for a prolonged bear market kind of situation. We are not in a bear
Hmm.
market kind of situation. It's a part and parcel of the classic bull market. These kind of
Hmm.
pullbacks do come uh, in a classic bull market. So uh, investors with a long-term horizon, definitely one can add stocks at this range also. Nothing to worry, the long-term investors. But whereas the
Hmm.
short-term investors are concerned, traders are concerned, one thing is they need to have that strict stop loss, and also follow-on buying is not coming in this market. So
Okay.
after one rise, okay, we can see some kind of a sell-off in the market. So one need to limit their profitability also. Taking some small profits also in this market, it should not be a problem for the traders are concerned. As well as for the long-term investors are concerned, uh,
Hmm.
one can hold on. And Neha, one thing is a dip on Indian market. It's a warranted buy, so nothing to worry. Okay, one can accumulate for a longer-term perspective.
All right. So, apart from the points that we have already discussed, which global factors do you think are affecting emerging markets like India?
The key concern for the emerging markets at this point of time uh, is strengthening of the dollar. So that has been creating
Hmm.
pressure on the all the emerging market countries. Of course, India do have that pressure, but comparatively the other emerging nations, other markets are their currencies are depreciated in a much the volatility is quite high over there. But still, India is not an exception. We are in the same boat of these emerging market currencies. So that's been
Hmm.
creating, and the news, the tariff war of the apprehensions of that do comes from US. That's creating some kind of extra pressure on these emerging nations at this point of time. The crude is during the week it started inching up high. Okay, that's also creating some kind of extra pressure on the market. We started with a decent earning season. as the market was anticipating some kind of negativity with respect to the earnings season is
Hmm.
concerned. But there are no positives also. At the same point of time, there are no negative surprises also at this point of time.
Okay.
The mood of the earnings season is slumber at this point of time. It's quite cool with respect to the earnings season. It's not able to entice the market at
Hmm.
this point of time.
Absolutely. So now it's time to move to the next leg of our session, which is stocks in news. So I've picked three stocks today that are trending right now. One is Reliance. So let's start with Reliance first. I've taken up Reliance because Reliance is relatively uh, lower from its highs, and it has gone up today due to the target price going up given by the brokerages as well. So what is the outlook on Reliance Industries from a short to medium term perspective as well as a longer term perspective?
One thing, Neha, Reliance is a conglomerate with businesses ranging from oil, it goes up to the media and retail and the telecom. So various businesses are there. The one key segment of the business where we can see some kind of underperformance that has been there is with respect to uh, the oil to chemical business is concerned. But whereas the other segments of the business, like the retail and also the telecom, geo, the other segments of business have been going from strength to strength. Uh, we have there was apprehension in the market, the consumption slowdown and all, but despite of these apprehensions in the market, the retail could able to do pretty well for the Reliance Industries, and also the Geo, the ARPU, and also the revenues has been quite strong at this point of time for Reliance. So overall,
Hmm.
on a medium to longer term perspective, definitely any dip in Reliance Industries, one can accumulate this stock because of the new initiatives and also the new areas the company is getting in, like the green hydrogen and the gigafactories are concerned. Okay, that is a very
Hmm.
interesting business, but these businesses do comes with a long gestation period. That's what the overhang on the revenues in the medium to short term. But definitely, on a longer term perspective, one can add at these range also Reliance Industries. One need to also take into cognizance Reliance Industries, one of the is the largest company in terms of the market capitalization, around 18 lakhs crores. So any
Yeah.
10% gain is adding 1 lakh 80,000 crores of market cap. It is one more a large cap company. The company do adds the kind of market cap it adds. So
Hmm.
the stock is in a consolidation phase, but the long term investors can add this stock. Market is quite impressed with the results because of the sum of the parts business, that is the subsidiaries business, is doing extremely well at this point of time. And also they do mention in the coming quarters, we do hear the news about uh, Reliance Geo IPO, which is
Yeah.
going to create a buzz in the market in the coming days is concerned.
All right. So let's now move to the next stock. The next stock is Havells India. So Havells India share basically jumped around 3.9% today. It comes after posting Q3 results. Even though the results were not that great, there was a marginal 1.7% year-on-year decline in its net profit also. I wanted to understand, even if the shares have risen today due to, general stock movement, what do you think about Havells India as a stock for long-term investors?
As the long-term investors are concerned, Neha, these are the consumption stocks, and these themes are quite strong. Of course, we do witness some kind of slowdown in the medium to short term, but the
Hmm.
narrative of for these businesses is quite strong on a longer-term perspective. So, with respect to the consumption and also the disposable incomes are concerned, that are tend to rise in the days to come, in the coming quarters. So, for the long-term investors, any kind of underperformance in these kind of names is a good entry level for the investors who want to invest with a horizon of 2 to 3 years. One can add these stocks. As you rightly mentioned, the results are quite flattish at this point of time, but the coming quarters, with the decent correction in the stock price, it do offers a good entry level for the investors who want to take new fresh entry in this stock. The existing investors can hold on names like Havels India is concerned.
All right. Next, let's move on to Axis Bank. I wanted to take some stock from financials also. So Axis Bank has dipped today around 4% after weak Q3 results. What do you think is happening in terms of Axis Bank, and should people take positions in Axis Bank for longer term perspective?
In a medium to shorter term perspective, Neha, there is some kind of a liquidity concern with respect to the banks are concerned, the margins are concerned, and the credit growth is concerned. This is overweighing on the banks are concerned, banks,
Hmm.
especially names like Axis Bank. But for the longer term, one can hold on to the stock. In fact, if the investor have a horizon at least 2 to 3 years, one can add this stock for a longer term prospect. Of course, till we get a announcement of news of a rate cut and also the growth recovery and credit expansion is concerned, these
Yeah.
banks they're going to have some kind of a margin pressures in a medium to short term perspective. If the investor is a longer term, definitely one can accumulate the stock for a longer term perspective. Neha, you are on mute.
Yes, I think we have some kind of network issue. We lost you towards when you were explaining about Axis Bank and rate cuts.
Yeah. For the Axis Bank, for a long-term investor, one can hold on to the stock, and medium to short term, there can be some kind of pressure on the banks. Okay, because of the margin pressure is concerned.
All right. So now let's move to levels for next week and also any data sets that we need to focus on in next week or near term.
Now, one thing is with respect to the next week is concerned, we have a very big day that's coming. That is, President Trump is going to take the oath as a president of United States. So keep your Twitter account, the X account on. Okay, so uh, is- there will be a lot of entertainment for the people, and at the same point of time, there will be serious announcements are concerned with respect to
Yes.
how the U.S. economy is going to function.
Hmm.
So it have a clear-cut implication on the global equity markets. So that's the big thing. What kind of announcements he's going to make after taking the oath as a president of after the swearing in as a president of United States. That's the big event where the market has
Hmm.
been waiting uh, from past couple of weeks onwards, and the important level to look at is last week also, as I mentioned, markets are in a range at this point of time. The Nifty level on a lower side is the 23,000 level. That's where we need to see. And on the higher note, Nifty have to break the range of 23,450, 500. That is the range markets are going to be. These are the crucial levels one need to keep on their watch list. Um, uh, for a longer term perspective, any kind of
Hmm.
weakness in the market is a warranted buy. Uh, but on a the upside is concerned, the we need to see the range of 23,450. That is the range market has to break that range and sustain above that range to give a near term upward indication.
Okay. All right. Okay. So we have reached the end of our segment for today. Thank you so much, Mr. Kranthi, for taking out time and joining us today on ET Market Wrap only on ET Markets live stream.